try some things out. Just see how it feels. But the ones I had so far, I wouldn't wear those.
So you want some basically some what do you call
I
them?
don't know. I don't know. You would have to present it to me. Let me try them and see.
Like some ones made right for you, basically some
There you
custom
go.
fit joints, basically.
Yeah.
Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. He came out today with some thunderous statements involving the ankle brace issues that I know has had everybody in a frenzy. Um, Lamelo, I mean, obviously we know what's going on with the ankle situation. It's not an ideal, thing. And Melo is such a rare superstar that I don't think that the league has seen something like this in some time. And Melo, you don't know the inability of the things. And from what I'm hearing from Lamelo, he has been severely, inhibited, with these ankle braces, and it's unfortunate that this has happened. Clearly it was reports that came out. We're gonna break it all down, but Melo spoke today, and like I said, it's a lot to discuss. This was crazy that he came out and spoke, but more power to him. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV for more news, updates, and more on this situation. We're gonna be breaking it all down. The Charlotte Hornets are just in a just complete total chaos. I just gotta call it how I see it. They lost today. Their record is 7-14 right now without LaMelo Ball. They lost today by 2 points. Some people might say, "Oh, I mean, they was right in it." Hey, man, a loss just went on their loss column, and the team has already said that they're not rushing LaMelo Ball back, and they're going to play this thing safe. So we don't know the level of bleeding that could be taking place here with Charlotte, but it's truly unfortunate. But LaMelo said that the only way that he will wear ankle braces, is unless it was customly made specifically just for him. He said that the ones that he's been wearing, clearly it seemed like the team is recommending these things. But bottom line is you could tell that he's not feeling it, and it seems like he's not able to do the things that he's used to doing, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I think that he's going to be just fine. Um, he just needs to get back on the floor, for this team. He was playing at an MVP level, and it just sucks that there's a possibility that he could be out for even a longer time period. Nobody wants to see that. We all want to see this guy back on top. Mitch Kupchak, has to do some things, and I think that we're gonna turn. Excuse me. I would hate to turn this Hornet season into a thing about ankle braces and things of that nature. Mitch Kupchak, instead of trying to push braces and stuff like that on him, they need to basically get some more talent on this roster. I think that needs to be something numero uno. LaMelo Ball, listen, there's a lot of innovation out there. I think that they could definitely get in contact with somebody who could custom make some ankle braces just for Melo. Because clearly the ones that he had is just not working out for him. He's not going to be able to perform at LaMelo Ball level, with those braces on. And I was just saying, you could just hear the dejection in his voice when he was discussing these braces, and it seemed like this is something that they pushing on him. But it could be necessary. You injured your ankle. The team just paid a lot of money. They want to obviously protect their investment, but also protect him at the same time. LaMelo is here for the long haul. He's the face of the franchise. I don't know if people understand what all that entails. LaMelo Ball is the face of the franchise. So this is going to be a crucial thing for Charlotte, because the last thing you want is a situation where you bring Melo back and maybe something else goes wrong. So I think that they need to test out these ankle braces. If there's any way to bring in some custom-made braces, they need to get on that. because like I said, this is the face of the franchise. They're gonna have to do some things that maybe they're not used to doing, but it's gonna be necessary when you're dealing with LaMelo Ball. But I think that they're gonna figure it out. Charlotte is they smart. They know they gotta appease LaMelo Ball. They can't fool around with him. This is their bread and butter. But while LaMelo's been out, I want to give major props to some of his teammates. I think that they have been trying to hold it down as best as they can. Obviously it's not easy for them either, but I think that they've been doing the best that they could. Give credit to Miller, give credit to Rozier, Bridges. They're doing the best they can without their leader. And that's not ideal, for them. But I got faith in Charlotte that they need to get some pieces around LaMelo, and I think we're really going to get an opportunity to see how great, LaMelo Ball could take this team. We all know what he could do individually. It's getting to the point where we don't ever need to see no more, but if he had better troops around him, I think he could accomplish more individually. He could accomplish more as a team, but it is what it is. He can't do that alone, and that's why I gotta point the finger at the organization. They got to roll their sleeves up and get to work. It's money time. You got a generational talent on your hands. Don't let it go to waste. Because this is seeming very Kemba-ish. They had Kemba there. They didn't put the pieces around Kemba Walker. He ended up leaving and going to Boston. Now, when he clearly Kemba was breaking down a little bit, but if he didn't break down completely, I think that he would have been fine. But at the end of the day, it's all good. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports, because we'll be bringing a lot more LaMelo Ball content. Something tells me that we're not done revisiting this ankle brace situation. Something's telling me that this thing could pop back up. And like I said, clearly he wore the braces at some point, not in the game, but he wore them. He tried them out. He didn't like them. You're hearing it now that they clearly brought some braces in. He's tried some, and he's saying that in order for him the only way he's gonna be able to wear them in the game is unless they present it to him, and it's made specifically for him. So they're gonna have to really get innovative, to make sure that they can handle the movement of LaMelo. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna pose something at the end, and I saved this for the end for the people that was around. And let me know if you stuck around and listened. Get in the comment section. We're gonna have to turn our attention to Puma. Because I think they're getting off the hook here. We talking about ankle braces, we talking about this, we talking about that. When Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles, Nike the next year they came out with a Kobe shoe that was all the way up. I don't know if people remember, and it had the X's on the back of the shoe to basically signify that him tearing that muscle. So listen, Puma's gonna have to. I know that they just getting popping with the basketball thing, but they're gonna have to innovate their shoe to make sure that it has the ankle support to where LaMelo doesn't have to go through this anymore. And I'm gonna leave it at that. It's Flight Sports TV.